All right, my friends. So good evening. I am Dawn Thompson. Welcome to the Truth Tribe. I want to thank everybody for being here as always every night, whether there's 5 of you or 50 of you. I can never really tell because I don't look at the numbers, but I do look at the chat. So if you are in the Zoom, I want to remind all of you, if you have not signed up on my website, which you all have access to, please open up the IDI dashboard and you're going to see Daisy there and log in minimally, because you will have access to fast links to get into the Zoom. Fast links, I listened, and so this will only be recorded there as podcast replays. So if you missed this, you can just go listen to the podcast version if you don't have time to go see the YouTube version, but both of them are there. So anyway, there's my little reminding you guys. It's on the same link. It's on my podcast that will offer you Spotify and or the podcast anchor that I use. So it's whatever one you guys prefer. So I wanted to give you all the options because people keep asking. I'm a little bit the same way. I like to just listen to stuff. Even when I play my YouTube channels, I don't really watch as much as I just listen while I'm attending or doing whatever I'm doing. So anyway, just wanted to let you guys know it's there. And those of you who are in the Truth Tribe, it's just a tapping on it and logging in as yourself and having an account. So let's get started. Let's talk about tonight, reminding you guys that you are perfect. Why am I saying you're perfect? Because we are in a Virgo full moon, and Virgo rules perfection and purity and purification. And so we're going to talk about that in the planetary update at the end of the call. But I want you guys to remind yourself that whatever you're going through, whatever you're feeling, wherever you're experiencing, you are perfect right now in this exact moment. And there's nothing wrong with you. No matter what you're feeling, what you're experiencing, it's meant to happen to get you to wake up to you. And why I'm bringing this topic up tonight is because tonight's topic is your ego playing God? I'm seeing so many people lately, well, for years, but more so recently. Okay, so more so recently, so many people are taking things so personal. And this whole experience in general on the planet is not personal. It's for you so you can be more badass you. It's really that basic, okay? And so where people are getting really tripped up is this, let me say, that what's happening outside of them is about them, and it's not about you. So every journey has, or everyone, I should say, has a journey, right? And each of you are doing the best with what you chose to experience, and everyone has free will. And I think people get tripped up with this free will shit. And that's what I'm trying to get you guys to open up to. So free will is the soul choosing to come here and incarnate on this planet. It's not just free will to be on the planet and do as you please, because that's true too. But you also have free will to choose to be here as a human being instead of a soul on another astral realm. Okay. No planet, no no dimension of time and space are better or worse. Okay. So everyone has free will, and it's all a choice that many want to make. Like, we're all making it like it's a choice. And instead, I want you to think about, we're making the smallest, stupidest things your shackles and your downfall. Okay. Your shackles and your downfall are what you're holding on to things, and you're attaching to things, and you're turning into labels and people and experiences your downfall. And none of this is personal. Okay. So when you realize you can choose to live your life any way you want, just stop deciding that your way is the only way. That's the difference with free will. This is what's going on, and your mind is playing games on you. And someone said, so we come down and we come down and we're asleep? So we're not asleep. We just came down to advance our souls, and our souls had to break through all of this 3D reality and push back up to having the ability to do both. So we'll get into this more in a minute because we're going to go there. So what's happening is most of us, our minds are playing tricks on us, okay, and playing games. Our heart is neutral, okay, and it is filled with God, source, quantum, pure love energy. The mind wants to play God, and as it's programmed from ego. Okay, so ego wants to be right, and ego will determine your fate if you allow it. Okay, which is why I speak of the shadow beast. Again, you all know I call ego your shadow beast, and the shadow beast within you, it's your shadow behind you, and it turns into a big old mean beast, right? And it's within this ego system, and it reminds your ego that it does not. You've got to step up and say, no, you are not going to eat from this negative box of cookies that you grew up with, interpreting what was right and wrong. You were told, we as a society were told right and wrong. So what were the rules, in a sense, right? What rules did you learn growing up of unhealthy love? And what love is, if you're a good little boy or a bad little boy, or a good little girl or a bad little girl, right? Those were the rules of love or unhealthy love. So, right, I want you to understand that ego now starts spouting out your beliefs of right and wrong. And some are not kind, or some are true, right? And in any form they come out. But ego then comes out and acts as God, God's rule of law, and becomes the boss of you. And I mean on small, bullshit, stupid things, right? Like who you are you good enough, what your label is, what your family looks like, what your family is like, what the people are like. You chose this. You chose free will to come down and be in that family. So when I get frustrated with people, stop blaming the family. They're teaching you, okay? So the mind likes to play God, but the heart embodies God. And that's the whole difference in the ball game. If you want to win the game every time, you go into heart space, and you have to ask it, talk to it. So even though you learn the word love as the expression of love, right? Love is not enough, because love has been hijacked. Love is a vibrational frequency, very high, 500 up on the vibrational consciousness scale. Right, but love has been hijacked, you guys, into an experience of the mind, right? And it is really a frequency instead, a frequency of your heart. So until you can conceptualize being conscious of truth, which vibrates at spiritual consciousness, which is a quantum unconditional love, you will consistently attract unhealthy, manipulated love. Ego, right? Ego, which is playing God. Okay, the mind is playing God. Hijacked experiences are missing associated with the word. So all your experiences are getting hijacked by, but it's love, right? Those are the ego playing God, telling you unhealthy things are love. And you all fucking know it's unhealthy. Everything that's happening, you know it's unhealthy, and you keep fucking going with it. It's starting to wear on me, because I'm trying to get people to understand you have to accept people. Now, some people are going to be an asshole one day, and then a week later, they're going to be fine. Well, they're doing the same thing you're going through. So let's let them, but back up and be still in love, embody love. All right. So those are the egos playing God, telling you unhealthy things. And it's all in the name of love. We're doing it because we love you. Just like in all religions are in the name of their God, right? Yet they all have some form of ego mind manipulation in the form of sinner and control. You're a sinner and we will control you, because we'll tell you if you don't do this, you're not loved. Total bullshit. They're all searching every law, every should I say the name label of God, right? Every deity, every doctrine are all searching for the one thing, which is love. They're all seeking love, but using the mind to train you into submission. So I don't care what it is, government, family, friends, education, religion, aliens, whoever it is, right? Whoever it is that is popping into your energy space, the TV, and your family and your friends all fell with this one energetic form, and you're getting bamboozled into submission because your mind has gone there. It's time to begin learning to use your senses. This isn't something people like to do. Because when we get so lost, we're getting polarized either way. And you've heard this from me many times, but I'm not kidding. Your minds and your egos are playing God and calling right and wrong out in the world. That's terrible. That's not right. That's wrong. That's right. That's wrong. You don't know. You didn't incarnate free will to be in that place unless you're there. Okay. So it's time to begin learning to use your senses to express and receive conscious love. Your touch, your hearing, your feeling, hairs on the back of your neck. Y'all know that when you feel something's not right, your gut. I need you guys to start tapping into this and going, something doesn't feel right. Yet you still go along with this shit. You don't need a meme or a person or an explanation or a scientific explanation of what this is. Your gut knows. The hairs on the back of your neck know. You have a tightening. Some of you, anybody can comment on here. Some of you might get a tightening in your throat, right? These are the energetic spaces in your solar plexus typically will tighten up. They'll feel it. It's your heart space. So someone else, my stomach. Exactly. Okay. And the reason I say this is because we are made of water. Okay. Our bodies, as much as you want to call it a physicality, our bodies are made of water, and water takes on vibration of the environment that it inhabits or it engages with. So if the core of your physical body is water and it's vibrating at truth from your heart, and love is in your heart, and then you engage with someone and their heart is not engaged, or it's not resonating, shall I say, at healthy love, it will taste, it will smell, it will sound off. You will feel unaligned and it will feel unusual to you. Yet you're not trusting this. So the first reaction is to think, bad person, instead of they have a free will journey. They came down here to have that family, that experience with those people, and they have to step into that, leave them be and move on. I don't know if anyone wants to get it, have you realized this, but your human body, touch it. You can squeeze it. Feel how soft you are. Yes, there's bones in there. They also have water. The human body is approximately 80% water. I'm going to bring a little of my nerdy science in for you guys tonight, because this irritates me that you all think this physicality is so real. And yet it is as real as you having an imagination of a hologram and creating a reality, because we're all vaporized water at one point, or we're here controlled, pulling it together. 80% of your body is water, and especially the heart. It's pushing blood, carrying mostly water, holding electrical currents of your heart. Remember, you're electrifying this to get it alive, to stay alive or keep it alive. Your blood holds 90% water in its plasma. So it's full of water carrying the codes of messages that then send out an electrical current that vibrates that frequency from your heart. Okay, so this frequency is coming out of your heart, out of your cells, out of the blood, out of the energy it holds. Okay, it's sending out this frequency from your heart to others saying, hey, I'm feeling like an asshole. Electrical frequency, or hey, I feel awesome, electrical frequency. But then we take them as a person and we take it personal if they're being an asshole. My answer is if someone's being a family asshole to you, leave them alone. Because frequency wise, energy wise, they are full of low frequency energy, and their heart is pumping that out. So now the antenna on your body, like the little hairs on the back of your neck, or someone just said the gut, that gut tightening, right? You guys are hearing ringing in your ears quite a bit lately. Anybody on this call, go ahead and comment if you're hearing ringing in your ears. Yes. So the ringing in your ears, the gut, the tightening, the sensory, I've been picking up a lot of just spirits around me. I always do, but lately they've been moving stuff, and I'm hearing, and energetically I smell smoke, and there's no smoke or even candles burning, right? I have the room is super warm that I walk in, and it's cold in one spot. These are different temperature, feeling, sensory, smell, touch, hear, taste, smell, all of it, sensory feeling. So what's happening is you're starting to connect more than you normally would. The antenna on your body is the electrical current running through you, okay? And it picks up non-loving currents as well. So you are leaving a time and space in history, okay, of psychology manipulating you into believing that your ego is right. And in allowing it to be in charge of your ship, this body. Your body is your ship. Okay, and so your ego is it's walking through Earth's ascension. It's going to slowly start to lessen its need to play God in the right and wrong. Oh, yeah, see, here's another one. He's getting both ears ringing, temperature changing from space to space. I'm glad you said that because a lot of people are asking me about it. I thought it was just me. Sometimes because it's been natural for me. Be needing lots of sleep. Thank you, because I'm going to tap into that in a little bit, explaining that to everyone else about the sleep. Exhausted, so have I been. Okay, good. So you guys are right on the mark. Ego thinks that it needs to play God and say, this is wrong, this is wrong, this is, oh, something's ringing in your ears, you're too tired, this isn't right. It's just perfect, okay? So heart is God. Right? Because it's a frequency and it's a vibration and doesn't play to think. It feels its way through reality. It allows others to be where they are, and it doesn't take everything personal. Your heart never does that, only your head, because it's not personal. Okay. It's why I preach so much on your soul's hotspots and knowing your soul's signature. Because if you know yourself, you eliminate the need to judge another. Right? Their actions don't have any bearing on you, and how you live if you're living from your heart and your soul's brightest light. That's when you bring your highest consciousness or your lighthouse light, shall I say, okay? Allowing light in by shutting it, by shutting the opening of your heart and giving yourself light, it vibrates out of you almost like a frequency to feel. So when people meet you, they feel it. Okay. But when you shut it out, that's ego. And it's stepping into boss mode and it's trying to boss you around and it's making you feel like you're not loved and you're not lovable. So if you're taking anything personal, foreign countries, jabs, media, government, education, mean people, you are being led by your ego. And being easily manipulated by what you think you see on a screen or in a person or in a text or in an email. And as I've shared as well, most of the things you're watching right now are CGI computer generated. They're not real. They're only to keep you in a fear state in your, get ready, up here, in your mind, in your head. And if you're in your head, you can be manipulated and controlled. And that's the goal, no matter what timeline you've lived in. So it's up to each of you to start opening your mind going, holy shit, I need to start living from how I feel. It doesn't matter if this is right or wrong. I don't want that. I don't want to feel like that. Okay. So your heart says, hey, none of that feels loving. Then this is why I'm laughing at some of you. I think I need a nap, right? Or a bath, or a walk, or to make a lovely organic dinner, or read a book, or go help a friend with their garden, or research healing options. I'd like to run this new energy through my veins. Instead of toxins, if you don't know that, go research. In the IDI Club, I'm posting weekly all this new stuff on the wall. So back to water, okay? Why? Because I'm trying to get you to understand you are full of water. Your blood is holding 90% of it is water in the plasma, okay? And as I've shared Love Water multiple times with you, which it's in your tribe tools on your dashboard, you can see how to make it super basic, right? But it's vital that you begin drinking water with loving intentions. So anything, right? When you're out, when you fill up your cup of water, your bottled water, when you drink coffee, all your baths, all your fruits, all your veggies, all liquid, bless it with love. So the water is filled with your mind's intention of imagining that you're putting pink hearts to fill it into your bloodstream. Okay, it's the same with love and healing. I know this sounds so simple, but it really is that simple. I love you. Thank you for loving me. This is the phrase I want you to start. Write this down. I love you. Thank you for loving me. And you are charging it with water. Okay. And so my body is not, someone said, I don't need, the usual 3 meals a day. I feel better eating lighter. And that is whole. Absolutely. You guys are going to start feeling less hungry. You're going to need less. You're going to want more water, more fluid. You will feel uncomfortable with too much. So you'll have to kind of lessen the amount, but it's okay. Water. So our bodies are moving into feeling, as I said, overthinking, so we can finally learn to balance the two. You're not giving up thinking. So please don't misunderstand what I'm sharing. I know later you guys will start asking me. Your symptoms lately may be causing your body to adapt to your new antenna sensory, your feeling sensory, your frequency sensory. Okay, so the thinking doesn't mean you go, oh, God, I have critical thinking. I need to think through this. I got to process this. That doesn't mean that goes away. It just is trying to get you to go back into the feeling aspect. So you have the masculine, feminine, the yin and the yang kicking in. All right. And so it's using energy frequency in your body's DNA to upgrade and learn new ways of living. And the planet's frequency upgrades are causing your body to lighten up, just like she's being attracted to eating lighter foods. We all will be. So some of the symptoms that I'm noticing are coming up are exhaustion, someone just mentioned, dizziness, head pressure, headaches, stomach. I'm getting a lot of stomach and nausea stuff. That's coming because of this Virgo moon, which rules stomach. Hot and cold flashes. That's the one also I was telling you about. Disconnected from your body, muscle aches, purging of trauma, emotional trauma and physical. Emotional heaviness in your chest heaviness, root chakra pressure in your pelvis, itchy and irritated throats, stinging or burning in your eyes, and trouble focusing. You're having a hard time focusing on anything. It doesn't want you focused. It wants you to move. Okay. Yep. Someone said stinging in their eyes. Okay. Itchy eyes. Cool. All right. Ways to ease some of this. Take a bath. That's why you'll be drawn to water. Showers, getting in and intentionally saying, I love you. Thank you for loving me. Intentionally putting love and pink liquid hearts in all your liquids. Sleep, rest as much as possible. Yet pure exhaustion era, but you guys are saying, everybody's saying the same thing, right? So I want you guys to rest as much as possible. I have. And it irritates me because I like to get up and go get my stuff done. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, I got to lay down. Drink as much water as possible. More so, drink as much charged water as possible with, like I said, charging it with just your love. Again, putting maybe even, as I've shared with you guys, sticky notes onto sticking it onto your bottle and writing love on it. So if you forget, you won't forget. Be kind to yourself. Eat foods that are full of water, fruits, right? Veggies. Chores can wait. Let some of the chores go, okay? Purge when you need crying. Someone said, I thought I was just crying. Move your body, sing, scream, sing in the shower if you need to, right? Go for a walk. Get the blood flowing. Movement, okay? All of this requires you to, I didn't feel at all. I did my minimal workout today. And I'm like, no, you're going outside, you're going for a walk. And I planned a longer one. I did not make it very far. I walked around the block and I was like, I'm done. So, and there's nothing wrong. I just was drained. Okay. So what's happening is all of this is requiring you to feel your body and not think about your body. It's saying, how do you feel? How do you feel? Okay. So give it love and give it liquid. Love and liquid are your answers right now. I promise. Okay. So it's a big question that's coming up through all this with a full moon tonight and tomorrow. I want you to ask yourselves this question. Are you playing God, or are you embodying and expressing God as love through your cells and through your actions? we can be frustrated with people, but sharing it, saying it, getting it out, that's different. Saying your truth and then letting it go, that's different. Now, telling someone what their truth is and how they need to live, not okay. And on any level, on any form. Okay. So let's move into this planetary update so you guys can truly understand what's going on here. Okay. Tonight and tomorrow morning, well, for the next couple of days. I said this last week a little bit because y'all were feeling it, right? You're feeling it already. Tomorrow morning is a Virgo full moon. So most of you, if you look in the sky right now, if you can see the moon, you'll be able to see it. It's completely full. It's beautiful. And it's in Virgo, which is causing the spring cleaning vibes, right? So remember, full moons are for cleansing, releasing, resetting, making room for new energy. So if you know your chart, literally, you don't need to know planets, any of that. Just go look for where Virgo sits in your chart, what house, and that's the energy of that house. You will feel it. So if you have it in the first house, self-esteem, self-worth. Second is money. Third is communication. Fourth is home and security. Fifth is children and romance. Sixth is physical health. Seventh is partnership. Eighth is change and transformation. Ninth is higher learning and doctrines and religion, spirituality. 10th is career. 11 is public, how you're seen in the world. And 12th is mental health, intuition, past lives. Where you have it, you're going to feel this purge. So Virgo rules health, organization, cleanliness, routine, mental health, structure. So it's time to clean house in all those aspects of your lives. Be kind to yourself, you guys, for the next few days, because this energy is going to bring up resting mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, intellectually, energetically. And so it's going to go with the flow kind of energy and let it go, let go of control. You have no control. Where it's in your birth chart. You're always going to have Virgo in the same spot of your chart. Someone's asking where in your chart. The moon's going to be wherever in your birth chart Virgo sits. Okay. So go pull up your birth chart and look for Virgo, and that house is where you will experience this full moon. Virgo also rules, which is why you guys are feeling the stomach stuff. It rules digestion. So get your health and your gut in order. Do some meal prep. Make sure it's healthy food. Take your vitamins and detox. Now, I cannot stress enough about detoxing right now, okay? It's come up so many times. I've been suggesting detox, detox, detox for so long. It's vital that you pay attention to it now. Oh, someone has a sun and a moon in Virgo. You're going to really feel it, Jamie. So the reason I bring in detox is there is no shock. If you don't know, you need to go Google and research that it's coming out regarding the jab, that it may not be as healthy for you as it once may have been previously thought. There's no judgment on it. It's okay. Just detox. Pull it out of you, what you easily put into you. It's that basic, okay? That's one thing. I'm saying detox who cares what you've done, what you've taken. You may have, drinking too much, no different. A toxin is a toxin. So simply detoxing the energy within on every level is my biggest suggestion right now with this Virgo full moon. Virgo rules health. And because remember, full moons cast out the past. They push out closure and they push out the past, and they help us release any negative energy we're holding on to. So I'm asking you to use this full moon to get rid of any toxins or energy that you're like, today's my day and I'm done and I'm going to let it go. Okay. Tap into it and release it. If you've been holding on to it, let go of any habits, any patterns that have held you back. Fear of failure, maybe fear of success holding you back, obsessing over order or cleanliness or organization, self-doubt, making mistakes, taking risks, over-analyzing, worrying about the future, overworking, not taking care of yourself, and relaxation, limiting beliefs, and most of all, ego-driven, the aspect of criticizing, judging, and needing for control. Or micromanaging, shall I say. This is your turn to be free from anything holding you back, okay? So one of the things someone said, it's hard for everyone for me to watch everyone unraveling around me, walking on eggshells. You're not walking on eggshells. You just need to leave them alone and let them unravel. Quit trying to rescue people. It's a big deal. You're all watching. This is what I'm trying to tell you. That's her ego saying, but I know what's right and they're wrong. No, their unraveling is their right. That's what I'm trying to tell you about playing. Your ego is playing God. And so however we're experiencing it, it's an excellent time to release rigid expectations you have of yourself and others that no longer serves you. You got it? Does this make sense? Yeah? Okay. I love it. Thank you for sharing that because it's a big deal. This is the whole, your mind is playing, your mind and your ego is playing God. Okay. The next thing I want to bring up, I know. The next thing I want to bring up is also don't forget that tomorrow on the 7th, Saturn, okay? Saturn is the planet that rules father energy. So father stuff might be coming up, career, stability, and security, foundation, okay? And tomorrow, it's been there for almost 3 years in Aquarius, it moves into Pisces as well. Saturn in Pisces is a major lessons are coming up. And blessings regarding feelings and water and emotion, because that's what Pisces rules. Now, remember, Saturn is the hard knocks lesson teacher, okay? And so Saturn goes where Saturn knows you need a lesson. Now, that's the other thing. If you do know your astrology charts, go see where Saturn is moving into Pisces for you. That's where you will learn a strong lesson. It is in the sign of feeling. So this is not a time to avoid your feelings or to be wishy-washy about any of these topics in your life. It is the time to get very creative and flow around things and create new stability that you want to magically manifest. Okay? All water will become whatever you intend that water to be. All water that you drink, I want you to be so intentional with your foundation and feelings about what you want that water to manifest, okay? Your challenge this week, I want you to tell your water one thing. The rest of the month, the next 2 weeks. Tell the water, every time you drink water, put a label on it or sticky or make charged water, make love water as I call it. Tell your water one thing that you want to manifest in the next 2 weeks, okay? Tell it how much you love and appreciate all that it does for you and how much it loves you. And imagine the miracles running through your body. Okay, write it down. Tell your water one thing that you want to manifest this week. 2 weeks. Tell it how much you love it and appreciate it, all that it does for you. And imagine the miracles running through your body. Okay, so Saturn is going to be in Pisces for almost 2 or 3 years, shall I say. This isn't negative, my friends. This is forcing you all to start feeling instead of thinking, instead of your, ego playing God and telling everybody's right and wrong for them. You're going to see people crashing and burning. You're going to see people being assholes. You're going to see people telling you, that's what I saw on the news, on the CGI, the fake news, the fake TVs, the fake everything. That's what I saw. And you have to go, it's not in my heart space. I wish it well. I wish them well. I hope this all works out for the highest good, and get over and drink your love water and manifest at your highest level. I cannot be more clear about this. The planets, that's just 2 of them. They're all shifting and they're all going to move into Aries in a couple of weeks as well, which is war, aggression, assertion. So when I leave these planetary update, when I go into Q&A, I want to share with something. I'm not giving you a prediction. I'm telling you, when we move into the next week or 2 into Aries, which rules the planet and sign of war, aggression, assertion, if you feel any energy coming out that is, oh my God, we're at war, it's CGI, or it's a version of it, or it's a control version of this ego control, of this playing God. And you're going, but that's what it says. This is right. This is how it is. This is how I'm going to live. You have to back out and get into your heart and say, what do I want? And go manifest it, charge your water, engage your water, turn it into a miracle that you want to manifest, and do not give in. I don't care what you see, what you think, what you hear, what you learn. Keep functioning. at the level you want to win, not where you want to lose because you're being told ego. I want to be very clear about this. So if anything keeps coming up, did you hear? Remember I told you guys? I've told you for a couple months now. Everything happening that you're watching are little sound bites for about 8 weeks. Now they're about 8 days. They're getting tighter and tighter and tighter to get you triggered and to get you awoken. So everybody right here real quick, okay? Everybody, I am courage, I am love, I am truth. I cannot stress this as well. Get in the shower, under the water. I am courage, I am love, I am truth. I am a miracle, I am a manifester, I am feeling. I feel with my gut, I feel with my heart, I feel with my soul. I trust it, I am love. I am courage, I am love, I am truth. Right here in your energy field, your frequency. Charge your blood, charge your water with love. Cool? Okay. I know it sounds too basic, but you're going to have to go, okay, I got to trust on. This is what the planets are pushing us into, this new realm, this higher frequency. And if you don't learn how to let go of ego, which has been the entire planet's existence, you're going to have a hard time moving into this higher realm and going back and forth from 3D, 4D to 5D. We're already doing it. We're just not staying there long enough. So I'm going to ask you in the Q&A tonight, who can see your egos how many of you can see where your egos kind of at times are trying to play God of what you think is right or wrong in someone else, in an experience, in a reality, in what people are telling you. And you have no experience in what someone is telling you, but you're like, that's the way it is. I don't even want you guys to believe me. I just want you to trust. With family, right? We think there's a way they should go through it. With that family challenge, can you say, what is it do you think that they should do different? And that if you step back from your heart, you could see that it's needed instead of what you think should be right or wrong? Are you able to see that? Someone's sharing with family. Yes, I want to rescue my daughter. Yes. Okay, so this would be a perfect example. When you have a child, especially if they're an older child and they should know better, you want to just talk to them like an adult, and sometimes you can't. Sometimes you just have to love them. And I guarantee you this frequency pouring off of her of love, I love you, I think love of you, I charge the love, I am going to embody love at all times. So when that child falls down hard, she knows where love is, no matter what. Recognizing that she must go through the lesson she's experiencing. Absolutely. And it's hard, right? That's a hard thing to work through, because it's hard to watch people experience things that you don't want to watch them go through. Does that make sense, my friends? Watching our kids especially, absolutely. Trusting myself more, not getting attached to anyone's stuff. That's a big one too, right? Because we see it and we're like, oh, no, I have to trust myself of who I am. So this is a big one coming up too. It's like, what do I want? And I don't think people are asking themselves enough. Like, what do I really want? Which is where I was trying to ask you guys to drink the water and manifest a miracle this week of what you want that water to hold for you, right? What do you want to manifest within you? And it sounds completely mind-blowing. And then when you do it, you're like, whoa, this is crazy. All right. Who am I and what do I want? It's a huge deal. Okay. Yes, my want is best. No outside limits. No limits. Okay. If healing was so easy with water and energy, why aren't we taught this? Whew, that's a good one. So you want the simple answer? There's no profit, my friends. There's no profit in water. There is no controlling you, not taking to not take toxic substances that keep you as a repeat customer, right? Is this intentional healing, or is it chronic illness or generational illness, right? We have to take a little extra focus and attention. Is it going to take some to drink the water, charge the water, program the water, go research ways you can heal yourself with, cellular programming and supplements and energetic healers? And yeah, it might take a little while. Absolutely. I take a little focused attention, but it's always possible. It's simply because it wasn't taught till now. I'm teaching you. Now it's time to charge every drop you drink, charge every food, piece of morsel that goes into your mouth, charge it with love, charge it with loving miracles. Everything that goes into your body, even if you have no choice because you are taking something that's toxic or you did take it, I want you to have, like, I don't want to take this medicine anymore. Each time you take it, charge it with love. If you're having to take medicine, you don't want it, but you have no choice right now, charge it with love, and your body will start pushing it away, healing without it, and it won't need it anymore. You have to own your life with love and frequency, energy, feeling. All right, so the whole bottled water industry has been about control too. It has. It absolutely has. Because you don't know even what's inside that bottle. And inside of a lot of those bottles, not good. Inside plastic, not good. I'm not going to give you, it's not going to be a water research. You can go research the water. The water has a lot of toxins in it. Now, are you going to, can you override it by just charging the water with loving intention? Yes, you can. You can override it. Anytime I go to a restaurant, I don't know what's in that water. I don't know what they're using. I don't know if they're using plastic bottles, if they're out of the faucet. We don't know. It's been a while since I did the love water. Don't I stir it or shake it for shaking it? Yes. For extra energy, he asked. I think I did it, but I forgot what I did. And in a glass, not in metal. Yes. Okay. Two things. So plastic water bottle industry, not good for you because the plastics have parabens in them. Okay, so we got to get rid of the plastic. So don't drink your water in PBCs. We also don't want to drink plastic. So he's right. Drink your water in a glass jar, glass bottle, glass anything, cup. Number two, if you can put a lid on it and shake it, or do it pouring it into 2 glasses like a waterfall, that even more so charges it. But is it necessary if you forget like he does? I even forget, right? But lately, because I've been feeling all those symptoms I shared with all of you, especially the hot and cold, like my house is super weird right now. It's like, it's not the house, it's me, right? My energy, I'm picking more, energetic frequencies around me. And so I've had to literally stick labels, sticky labels, on top of everything. I put it on all my glass bottles from what he's talking about, glass. So he's right on the mark. So glass and movement, but I even forget to do charging of the motion. You don't have to do the waterfall back and forth or shake it, but it helps. It makes it even more charged. Cool. So thus your intention alone with love is all that's necessary. But I want you to up your game on the intention. And I want you to manifest a miracle that you want. So if it's a health miracle, I want you to manifest that love into that water every day. If it's, I want a partner, a new relationship, I want you to manifest that into the water with love. Your showers, everything, your baths, all of it. Cool. Okay. Thank you for sharing that. I forgot about the reminding you guys about the glass, but again, if you go into the I Deserve It dashboard on my website, ideserveit.com, I can see you all on here. You're all members. Just open up your Truth Tribe or Warrior Pass dash. Same thing that you both have the same tools. You'll see charged water and you go, I forgot what Dawn said. Go open it. You'll have a picture, download the picture, save it on your phone so you remember. Okay. Let's see what else is coming up here for questions for Q&A. This says, why is it feeling like things are changing, but not changing at the same time? Okay. It's this, what I've been trying to explain to you about the ego and the heart, right? About the mind and the heart. You're not going to let go of your mind and you're not going to let go of your heart. And you're not going to have one or the other. So I guess the best way I can describe this is we're all trying to let go of our physical worlds in a sense, okay? In the 3D world, which is touch, tactile, your physicality, but you won't. Right. And so we're trying to let go of it, of how we used to live, how the old way used to live in the law-based, top-down, patriarchal society structures, right? We're the boss and you all do what we say. Okay. Now we've moved not into just feminine, but divine feminine based to balance it. So it's not one or the other anymore. It's just bringing this down and this up. Okay. So that you're learning to integrate both. So it feels like you have to pick, you feel like you have to pick one or the other, and you don't. You've got to integrate both. So it's continually in a flow of water, right? Where you're in and out, you're pulling out, pushing out for drive and masculine, and you're pulling in for the feminine. So it's really both. So it's not really changing. It's not that it's not changing. You're just, if it's not changing in the way you want it to, you're still attached to ego playing God, that there's a right and wrong way for reality. Okay. Whatever you choose for the reality, your soul chose that as a free will. Okay. You can also change what you choose as free will. So what's right in your heart, choose that and then move on. That's where you're at. Okay. So no more egoic preaching and taking others personal. That's why it's feeling like, okay, things are getting better. And then all of a sudden we like preach, we're like, that's wrong. That's how it should be. And I know you don't mean to. It's just that our egos want to be right. Our egos want to play God. Our egos want to tell people this is the way it is. And the only way we were waking up an entire, think of it this way, an entire earth, the whole planet, all at once, right, was to bring it onto a screen. Now you're all watching it and you're sharing information so quickly, right, that you're able to disseminate truth and non-truth. It's just that you're not looking, if you're not looking far enough, or you're getting caught in one truth. This is why I get tripped up about social media and digital media. You cannot let it be one. You've got to look across the board. If you're going to look, then you pull out and you get back into your truth and your heart. You start living again. Okay. All right. Next question. Is there a question we can ask ourselves before we open our mouths when we feel we're speaking truth, but it may come across as preaching? How do we differentiate? Use the word I. I need to do this for myself because I am really struggling with this topic, and I need to let you know I want to be as loving and supportive as I can of where you're at. It's really not where I'm at. So before you walk into any conversation, I want you to think of, what do I need to be okay with this? And if I were letting someone else be where they are, how would I change my conversation? I realize that I'm judging you when it's not your fault. It's me. I want to rescue you. I want to tell you that's not the right way to do that. But I realize I did it myself, and I have to let you do it too, even though I love you and I don't want you to do it. So always speaking and asking yourself, am I coming across with an I plan or a you plan? Does that make sense? An I plan or a you plan? Right? Are you planning on having a conversation with someone regarding the I or the you? Does that help? Cool. Okay. And again, I mean it seriously, like a plan. Like, I mean, plan how you are going to speak and what you're going to write on social media. You're going to say in a text, what you're going to say in an email. Plan, is it an I delivery? How am I going to live? Am I going to be silent and let them tell me how they're working? So energetically, I can decide to engage or disengage from my heart. Because if you step away and you watch it and you step in the I, this is who I want to be, your heart can feel, I told you, awesome or asshole. Does it mean asshole is bad? No, but it just doesn't feel good to your heart, right? So there's nothing wrong with any of you, and none of you who have made mistakes and we've judged or we've criticized or we've like been pissed off. Does this whole jab thing piss me off? It does. But I also know that a lot of people were taking other really bad stuff before the jab. So then I don't take it too personal. It's something I want everyone to just detox and be healthy, because I love you all and I want you to feel good. That's all. But if you want to go take a lot of bad toxic drugs on top of what you don't have a choice to take, that's on you, right? That's okay. Not me. I can still love you, and I do love you. Fail to say awesome is the I plan and asshole is the you plan. There you go. It's safe to say that. Yes. Awesome is the I plan, right? Do I want to show up awesome and just say, I plan to do this? And what is your plan to do that? My friends, if you need to write out what you're going to say first and think, would I like this being said to me? Does this allow me to be me if someone were to say that to me? And if it does, then you know you're saying the right thing. Write it all out first before you say it, speak it, do it, deliver it, right? It will help, because we're in such a feeling state and no one likes it, because it is, again, Saturn went there, it's going there, it's gone tomorrow, 3 years. So enjoy. And it's a good thing. It's just that Saturn is also a hard knocks lesson planner. And so it's saying, you try to go into your head. Saturn also went into Pisces, which rules, why I'm bringing up meds and drugs is because it rules drugs. Pisces rules mainstream, pharmaceutical drugs that you would get from a doctor, as well as it rules not like, it could rule mushrooms. It could rule any type of plant medicine drugs. That's not really a drug, that'd be more of a plant medicine, but natural drugs. It can rule supplements. It can rule all kinds of psychedelic drugs. So the mushrooms and the ayahuasca would fall into that. So Saturn's going to try and put a control on it. And you're going to say, wait, I'm going to choose which ones help me feel better and not which ones are going to control me. So it's really going to be about a matter of Saturn going, what is my plan? It's going to ask you, what is your plan with your drugs? Okay. Or did you take drugs that are toxic? You don't want them in you anymore. What is your plan? What drugs are you going to get to detox? There's so much out there that are super helpful in detoxing. And I'm happy to put those on the IDI Club. Guys, if you are a member, go to the IDIClub.com. That's what it's called. IDIClub.com, and go onto the wall, and you'll be able to post your own stuff, as well as I'll start posting stuff in there into the healing house. There's a healing house that I've been dropping natural stuff in there to help you guys. Because there's no right or wrong. There's nothing you take or don't take. There's no good or bad. It's free will. And that's really hard for people to wrap their brain around, saying this is right and this is wrong. There are going to be people who are going to go a direction you're not going to like. And it's okay. Okay, what is the next, or the new website, or it's all on the same one? So it's just, there's let me explain to you what happened is, I have a website, and when I tried to help you guys out and give you guys an app with all my stuff, it crashed, it didn't work. So I've opened up a side app that's still on my website entry, but if you want to enter it without the website, you can. It's idiclub.com. And it still is us, it's just overlapping. So we have a Facebook where I can post healing modalities. I can help post supplements. I can post about the jab, the good and the bad and the ugly about it. I can do all these things to say, here's support. Because I don't judge. I don't care. I don't care what you did or did not do. But I do want you all to know that not to be afraid. Ever do not be afraid. So it's idiclub.com, or just go on to ideserveitnow.com, tap on your IDI dashboard. Okay. Go onto your IDI dashboard and you can see Daisy there. She's the IDI Club. She's the mascot of the IDI Club. So those of you, there are many of you who are already in there. If you can't get in, and I already can see you're in the Truth Tribe memberships, one or the other, just DM me, message me. Just message me and I will get you in. If you're not in, it'll ask you to sign in. Just sign into your account. It'll know it's you. That's why you can get in. I know it's you. So long story short, just go ahead and get in there and you'll see I've been dumping in there. It's easy access. There's easy links for the Zoom for Truth Tribe in there. There's easy access, I told you, for the podcast. So if you want to listen to replays and you miss them, you can go listen to as a podcast now. The Healing Hub's in there, as well as my book suggestions. I'm suggesting probably once a month, a new book that I want you guys to kind of just investigate, check out. Really good stuff that I've been reading and listening to that if I could give them all to you, I would. They're all there, but I'm just giving you one a month to kind of see what you guys think. So, okay. Any more questions, my friends, on these topics? Is there any difference between accessing the Truth Tribe from our email reminders versus the IDI Club? No, you can just pick. I'm just offering because people keep coming at me saying, I can't get in or I can't find the Zoom. So I have made so many Zoom link entries. It's all the same Zoom link so that you can get in no matter which way. If you go through the IDI Club, if you go through the Zoom link, you're always going to get registered when you sign up. Or the other thing is start bringing in your friends. Okay, bring your friends in and have them join with you. Because this is our time, my friends, to start sharing with everybody the new us, the new earth, the new energy, the new frequencies. There's no right or wrong, but I don't want you to fall into any negativity or fear. Promise, no matter what, if there is any scare event that comes down with this Saturn movement into delusional Pisces or creative Pisces, and they're saying, oh, again, as I told you last time, it could be in the next couple of weeks, given the energies going on in the sky. I'm going to leave you with that. You could possibly be given a CGI, a fake scare event, and or something to make you fearful, like a World War III. It's not going to be that extreme, but it will feel like that. You're being told that. Why? Because they're wanting to keep you up here and ego. So ego can control you and play God for you. And I'm telling you, don't go into fear, because your heart doesn't fear a damn thing. Your heart knows. Your heart knows what's capable, and your heart knows that we are moving into this most beautiful, amazing, loving, conscious, beautiful world. Okay, so please do not get scared if something happens or you're told to be scared. You say, Dawn told me not to be scared. I'm telling you, the planets are telling you not to be scared. Okay, so it will look scary. There's a lot of scary stuff going on, and it is repeating every shoot. I was pushing you guys to 8 weeks. It's every 8 days now. So do not be shocked by it. There's a big one, a little one, a here one, a there one. Don't be shocked and don't be scared. Okay, I promise. So are scary movies. The movies are kind of scary lately. I'm not a scary movie fan, but if you can handle them, that's for you to watch. I'm not for Dawn. So anyway, I will see you guys on Monday if there are no more questions. I hope you guys remember that the ego was playing God this whole time, and your ego is not God. Your heart is God. Embody God. Be love. Be light. Charge your water. Create some miracles. I'm going to be asking you for the miracles that have been happening within the next week when I see you guys on Monday. So I love you all. Brightest blessings. I'll see you on Monday. You guys have a great week. All right. Take care.